All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Peak to Middle School. My name is Narwhal.
My name is Kyle.
My name's Jordan, and I'm back, baby.
He's back.
He's back.
For what, like the fourth, fifth, maybe sixth time now?
Yeah. I don't know.
I think some of our fans have grown to love you, Jordan.
I hope so.
Thanks. I appreciate those fans.
The episodes with Shim are special. There's this special energy of some psychoticness or just like
It gets a little hectic.
craziness. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in a good way.
Yeah.
But when I'm editing it, I'll edit these videos with Shim, or anytime there's a third person and they get very chaotic and like everybody's yelling at each other. That's partly my fault. I feel like a lot of times I cut you guys off.
But that's just how all of our normal conversations are anyways. It's like
Yeah.
a lot of voices going at it.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, I got to hit you guys with a question.
Okay.
Okay.
If you drink half of a 5-hour energy.
2.5 hours is not a
listen,
thing.
shut up. Shut up. If you drink half of a 5-hour energy, do you get 2.5 hours of energy or 2.5 hours of energy, of full energy, or 5 hours of half energy?
5 hours of half energy, I think. No, I'd say you get like 2.5 hours of less energy.
Why, though? How do we know?
I don't know. We could try it.
It's kind of a deceiving marketing scheme because, like, also with 5-hour energy, if you were to drink all of it,
It's
like,
not exactly 5 hours, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like, what if you're tired after like 4 hours and 45 minutes?
That's also
Maybe you missed a couple drops.
That's
You
fair.
have to clean out the whole thing.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever done that before? Ever
No.
tried it?
no. Wait, what?
5-hour energy?
Oh yeah, I've tried it.
What
Is
it
it
like?
good? Do you like
No,
it?
it tastes like cough medicine.
Ew.
But
Did
it's
it give you energy?
caffeine.
Yeah, but I'd rather drink like a bang shot, or maybe not even a shot. Maybe just like pre-workout.
But did it give you energy?
I felt like the 5-hour energy thing was more of a placebo.
Really?
I didn't really feel
Really?
it physically, like pre-workout or a rain or Monster or something. I feel physically.
I had
Yeah.
a cousin that took one, and he had to stay over he like stayed up late on a project, and he had to go to school, and he was really tired, so he got up to 5-hour energy, and he couldn't go to school because he couldn't stop shaking.
Whoa.
And they say no crash and no jitters.
Whoa.
Not
so something's up with 5-hour energy then.
Yeah.
Yeah. That reminds me, I might have mentioned it one of the early episodes, but when I filmed with some of like these esports teams last year, some of the players, or most of the players, are really into caffeine. Like they're all drink a ton of caffeine because
they're locked in.
Yeah, like, well, I guess a lot of gamers used to take Adderall because they get really good, but then that's banned.
That's
and
like
there's,
like Willig playing Fortnite on Adderall.
Dude,
after he took his
good,
finals.
he was insane.
He
that
was just
day.
locked in, just build battles.
Yeah, but yeah. So I guess now like they do drug testing since esports is being taken more seriously. So whoever wanted to take Adderall can't take it. So what they'll do is now people will take a bunch of caffeine tablets. So they just get like a ton of caffeine, but they'll take
Wait, they
this
just straight
other
up
thing,
take caffeine?
caffeine tablets. Yeah,
Like a caffeine pill.
just like a pill of caffeine. But then they'll also take these things called L-theanine, I think, which is a muscle relaxant. So they'll get mentally hyped, but they don't get physical jitters.
Oh my god!
That's so
they're
messed
just
up.
getting drugged up. And
Yeah, dude.
What?
It's got to be so
That's
bad
also
for you.
like
Probably.
That's also like, I think you guys talked about it in previous podcasts. I think it was the one where I was jokingly saying I felt targeted about the weed and caffeine.
Oh yeah.
But caffeine should not be legal.
No, it shouldn't be.
If like, dude, because anyone can go get a cold brew and just feel so locked in for the rest of the day.
Which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
But like,
Yeah, but you're using a drug to lock in.
It's a drug to keep you going. Like if a human is tired, they should not be forced to work.
Yeah.
And I get it. You have to like provide for your family or whatnot. But
Screw that. I'm tired.
like
But then everybody would just say they're
I just
tired.
feel like life should be different, dude.
They can measure how tired you are. And if you're like on the tired meter, although you could just always be tired and not
Dude,
sleep
that
at
should
night,
be a
so you
thing.
just don't
That
work.
should be a thing. Because
Dude, it's part of like the union that they develop
Yeah.
these things where if you're under a certain
It's
level.
like Jordan's too tired to work today. He needs to be sent home.
Oh.
But
I'm
also,
under 60% of max effort, so I can't perform very well. I have to go home.
then Jordan could just not sleep during the day.
and then you
during
purposely
night.
avoid work.
Okay, I see flaws in
They
this.
could, but they could put a tracker on you to make sure that you are trying to sleep. You know,
Okay.
probing people.
I'm gonna move on.
Okay.
because, Wait. Actually, I'm not gonna move on. I'm going back. Can people die from caffeine?
Yeah. I don't know. I would assume so.
Be sent to the hospital.
Yeah.
I feel like Jordan should have by now.
I know. Do you?
Dude, I
obviously,
don't have much caffeine in a day.
your tolerance is definitely pretty high for caffeine.
Yeah.
Would you say?
Actually, I have a cool story about caffeine.
Okay.
Is it gonna be cool?
It's just my story about how I got onto caffeine.
Okay. Tell us how you got addicted to
So,
caffeine.
I actually have bad anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
So I hated caffeine at first. My whole life, actually. I never drank coffee or energy drinks or anything because I hated just the jitters.
Yeah.
It got my anxiety worse. But then when I started working out, maybe sophomore year in high school, to the pre-workout. And 1 scoop was too much. So I would just do like maybe a quarter scoop or a half scoop. And I was like, ooh, this kind of feels good.
Okay.
And then he was hooked.
And then I was hooked. And I was like, oh, half scoop isn't hitting that hard. I'll do a full scoop. And it was just for working out. Until recently, when I started working at 24-Hour Fitness, now
Life took over.
it's like my managers go, you want an energy drink? And at first, the first week was fine. I was like, no, I'm fine. Like, I have my pre-workout. I'm going to work out after this. And I was good about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they peer pressured me.
Oh.
That's
Yeah,
what happens with
classic.
drugs.
They asked me,
Yeah.
they're like, come on, it's free. I'm paying for it. And I go, And then I saw the 3D energy drinks, the Christian Guzman's. Ever since then, I've just accepted the free energy drinks, and slowly my tolerance has gotten higher. Now it's bad.
Yeah, like if you
Now I'm at 2 energy drinks a day,
If
or
you-
like an energy drink and then a pre-workout.
Do you feel bad if you don't have any?
I don't feel like.
could you have a good workout with no caffeine, or no?
Yeah. No,
Then why don't you do that?
Last week I actually forgot my pre-workout, and so I couldn't take
Did you
it.
like consider?
I
going back home?
couldn't punch the clock.
Yeah. How addicted are you? Did you consider like I gotta go either buy some more pre-workout or I gotta go home?
Yeah,
and
I
get
was thinking about buying just like one of those cans, but I didn't.
There you go. Good for you. Okay, but Shim, if Kyle and I both got into crack, and
because
then
we were peer pressured.
and then yeah, we were peer pressure, but then we were like, hey, dude, like you want some crack?
It's
And you're like,
free.
it's free. We'll buy it for you.
Yeah, maybe the first week I'd be like, "Nah, dude, I'm good."
Then you're like, I guess I should just do it now.
And then maybe like a week later, you go, "Dude, are you sure it's free? I'm buying." And I go, "You know what? I am
Yeah.
feeling a little low today.
There you go.
I'll just do some crack with you guys."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And then soon I come out with heroin, and I go, "You guys want to do heroin today?"
no, dude, I don't do drugs.
Yeah, but then a week
Yeah,
later,
he only does
but-
crack.
but
He doesn't do
then-
drugs.
That's too much, dude.
Come on, bro. Who do you think we are?
But yeah, anyways, back to caffeine. That's how I got hooked. Was just my managers kind of pushing it in my face.
So
Now
it's not
I'm-
your fault. It's other people's fault, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Spoken like a true drug addict.
I'm not. I'm not the victim. Wait, no, I am the victim. Wait,
What?
shut up.
All right,
Moving on.
moving on
Okay.
here. Moving on to the main thing. Well, one of the main things I wanted to talk about, at least at the beginning, we're kind of TikTok famous.
Are we?
You and
We
Kyle.
are. Listen. I posted this clip from one of our old episodes,
Let me check it again.
and after like 2 days, it had like 1,000 to 2,000 plays, which is pretty good. Like that's pretty good. We had like 100 likes or something. Then yesterday, it gained 1,000 plays an hour, and now it has I think over 21,000
It's
plays.
got 22,800.
And how many likes?
What?
1277.
Wait.
Yes, dude.
It's just the one of me,
It
of
blew
John
up.
offering to shave my eyebrows off. He bought me a laptop,
Yeah.
which isn't even one of our best clips. I don't
no,
know.
it's just relatable, and
I guess.
it's also social media. When it comes to trending stuff, it's a lot of times just luck. Like if
Yeah.
it happens to get trending, and that one got on the trending page, and people thought it was funny.
So if anyone's watching this because you saw that video, thank you.
Yeah,
And
let us
welcome.
know. Let us know if you found us from TikTok, because that's a special breed of people over
It
there.
is. It is.
It's
A lot of horse people.
dude. There's a bunch of like. Literally, kids will comment, and I click on their profile, and they look like they're 6. Like there was this kid that actually looked like he was 6, and he
So-
commented like, "I do that for $4."
If I was 6, I would shave my eyebrows off for probably
The-
$4.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
$4 could get you a lot of candy as a 6-year-old.
yeah,
Exactly.
your
Not
concept of
Actually,
money.
no,
No.
not in this day and age.
Maybe if like the certain person, they offered you certain candy, they might give you a discount.
maybe inside of a van.
What is that? Wait. Oh, okay. That's what you're getting at.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
you know.
good old pedophile joke. That's
Can
funny.
you joke about pedophiles? Maybe if it's funny. That wasn't really funny
Yeah.
though. So. But yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was pretty cool that one of our clips actually. That's our first like trending clip. It's definitely not on the category of viral yet. Viral, I'd say you have to get like 1 million to be viral.
Yeah.
Nowadays,
But that's pretty good.
20,000
I'll
though
take
is pretty damn good.
Take what we can get.
Yeah, we gained 100 followers in like 12 hours or something.
Because at one point when you guys started this podcast, you guys prayed for that many.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Yeah. So, anyways,
It's
Jordan,
all about perspective.
going back to the first episode Shim was ever on, we were talking about perspective. You know.
Oh.
Now, relating to perspective, what's your perspective on your asshole after having hemorrhoids?
Oh, hemorrhoids. I thought you were going to talk about actually, dude, every time I'm on this podcast, we talk about butts or poop.
Yeah.
Okay, but this one actually has a reason because.
we don't need to talk about it.
Hemorrhoids.
So for those of you who don't,
Jan has plastic boobs.
okay.
Well, would you like to elaborate on
Yeah,
why we're talking about this?
Yeah, no, listen, for those of you who don't know, a couple days after Shim was on our last episode, he let us know that his poops were hurting.
Yeah. For those of you who don't want to hear it, I'll just go over it quick. I had hemorrhoids. Poop was hurting. I thought it was something serious, so I went to the doctor, and she's like, "No, you just have hemorrhoids." And I was like, "Oh."
How did she check?
Yeah, what?
She asked me a bunch
Flashlight,
of questions. She pressed on my stomach and near my bladder, and she was like, "No, you don't have any like tumors or cancerous things." I was like, "Oh, thank God."
Then she took a flashlight.
And she shoved it up your ass.
And dude, I think that was it.
Wait, so there was no inspection of your...
No one looked at your hole?
I didn't need to pull my pants down.
Well, that's good.
Oh.
See, I pictured just like, all right,
Spread those cheeks open.
like lay down on your stomach, Jordan, and then she just, all right.
Yeah, no,
Well, I'm glad you're better.
I have more questions.
Okay.
Okay.
So when I had hemorrhoids.
Did you look in your butthole?
No.
In the mirror?
What?
Oh.
This could be an educational episode for some people. They might. So you had blood in your stool.
Yes.
That must have been pretty scary.
It was very scary.
Was this like one day you just woke up and there's just blood there? Or was it a gradual like were you like, oh, these poops are like kind of hurting me recently?
It was one night. I had a great poop. Next morning, was constipated. Went to work.
Do you know why?
Nope. Went to work throughout the day. Was constipated. Went back home, and then I pooped a bunch of blood.
Oh, that's probably a bad feeling.
I was like, ooh, that's not good. And then the next morning, I woke up and I was like, Dad, I pooped blood. What do I do? Is that bad? I think that's bad.
He's like,
and he's like, good. You should definitely call a doctor about that, because it could like be something with like colon cancer or something.
That's the first thing
of course,
your dad
just fucking terrifies you.
Oh, you might have cancer.
Or I didn't even think of hemorrhoids at first.
I Googled it, and that was the first thing that popped up.
I didn't think of hemorrhoids. I thought of like the worst thing possible. So I was like, oh God, I got to call a doctor. And so I set an appointment, and throughout the days, it was just a sharp pain in my butt every time I try to walk or poop.
Oh, when you walked?
Wait, your butt hurt when you walked?
Yeah, I was like,
dang, wait. So how many days was it from like when you first had it to when like your poops didn't hurt anymore? Like how long? Like a week, 2 weeks,
10 to 14
weeks.
days.
Oh,
Dude.
Yeah.
bro, how did you mentally get yourself to go poop when like it hurt that bad?
Dude, I didn't. I tried not to.
Oh, dude.
Ow.
But
yeah, when I worked out, it hurt.
Could you do legs?
Yeah, why were you?
I didn't do legs. No.
Not squatting.
But okay, so my dad was like, a lot of lifters get. When I came home with the news, he was like, a lot of lifters get hemorrhoids. Did the doctor talk about that? And I was like, no. And he was like, oh, well, you should just not work out as hard. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Anyways,
that's actually probably
the doctor was like, the doctor actually said, do you exercise? And I was like, yeah, every day. And she goes, oh, good. Well, I know it's going to hurt a little and be uncomfortable, but you need to keep exercising to get make the hemorrhoids go away.
So your dad gave you double bad advice.
No. That's true. A lot of lifters do get hemorrhoids.
No, I know, but he said maybe don't do that.
Yeah, but
so he said you might have cancer, and you shouldn't work out anymore, even though your doctor said you should.
Yeah, I was kind of in a fluster cluck.
What?
Fluster cluck? Yeah.
Fluster cuck.
Clusterfuck?
No.
What?
That.
A clusterfuck, not a flustercuck or a flustercluck.
Are you okay? What?
He has hemorrhoids, dude. Give him a break.
Right, my bad. That's
Yeah,
on me.
come
Sorry.
on.
That was me.
Well, that's good. So you're all healed now.
I'm all healed now. I'm feeling really good.
Feeling good.
I actually had to get laxative.
Ooh.
And I have a funny story about the laxative.
Yeah. Can you tell us?
So
we are talking about more poop.
Okay, really quick. It's not like a disgusting story. It's a funny story. So the doctor was like, I recommend you get this over-the-counter laxative called Miralax or whatever. And I thought about it. I was like, miracle and laxative.
It's a miracle.
It's a Miralax. It's Miralax. And so went to the nearest drugstore and got the no name brand because I was like, laxative's a laxative. I don't need the miracle in it.
If I was going to take laxatives, I would want the miracle.
I would too. I want the best of the best.
So I got the no name brand, and I don't know. I was kind of stoned when I went in the store, and I wasn't really looking at the label. I kind of just saw the laxative in bold letters, so I grabbed the bottle, and I went to go check out. She's like, is this it for you today? And I was like, yeah. And so I checked out, went back in my car, and I just opened the bottle without even looking at it. It was at night, so it was pitch black. Opened the bottle and dumped full on 180, just poured it upside down into my hand, expecting there to be a bunch of pills, and I could just pick two and then pour the rest in. But when I pour it into my hand, it's a bunch of white powder, and it looks like I got cocaine all in my lap.
Pour your powder laxatives all over
I poured my powder laxatives all over my car, all over myself. It just was not a good scene.
Now, did you slurp them up, or did you clean it up
Snorted.
and save it?
I drove home
with it in your lap.
with it in my lap because it was too much it was just too much to comprehend at the time. I was like, I can't believe I just bought the fucking powder form and I just spilled it all over myself in this car.
Did it taste bad?
It tasted like nothing.
It's like
you like your cytocarb?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that.
All right, I have a question. Were you embarrassed to buy it at
No,
the counter?
I wasn't.
You just
I
walked up and
kind of embraced the hemorrhoid thing. That's kind of why we're talking about it right now.
Yeah, you got to own it.
It's like Michael Scott. I have hemorrhoids.
Yeah, but he wasn't trying to own that. He was just saying it because he was all alone. Or he thought he was all alone. So
I have another question.
Okay.
When you said I was a little stoned, do you really mean I was mega super stoned? Is that what you meant to say?
Probably what he means, yeah.
Yeah, kinda.
Because I feel like the fact that you just dumped it all in your hand and then didn't even bother to clean it up and then just drove home with your dusty hands.
Do you leave fingerprints all over the
No,
place?
I only drove home with my one hand.
Fingerprint evidence on the steering wheel?
What if he got pulled over, dude? If he got pulled over and the cop's like, what the fuck is all this? Shim's like,
I swear it's
Dude,
laxative,
Dude, it's
man.
laxatives, I swear.
I have ever.
Rolls down the window. Dude, I have hemorrhoids.
Dude, give me a break, bro.
Cop's like, oh man, I feel you, bro. Same. Walks back.
Oh,
That would have been a great story.
wow. Well, that was fun.
Okay, wait. Moving on. I have a question.
Yeah.
I've been seeing. This is completely off topic. I've been seeing a bunch of celebrities talking about how they have a phone number that you can contact them at.
Like who? Who are these celebrities?
Tony Hawk has one.
Okay. Is he the only one? That's so random.
That's the first celebrity that you mentioned.
What's the so funny. I don't know. I'm sorry, everybody. For those of you listening, you might not think that was that funny, but you have to be here.
Oh, I'm like full on crying.
I feel like every group of friends has certain things that, like, if someone says things in a certain way with those friends, they're just going to start laughing. And there's just, I don't know, just the way Kyle said that.
I'm going to turn the heater off.
Oh my. This episode is so far a complete shit show.
A complete disaster.
And I am so sorry. If you guys are new here, most of our episodes are a little more organized than this, but
I don't know. I kind of feel like they're not.
I'm crying.
All right. Well,
okay.
Tony.
Okay, wait. Shh. Let's just chill out for a second.
Yeah, Tony Hawk has a phone.
Okay.
Has a phone number you can like text him. Actually, I could
Have
try.
you texted him before?
I haven't, but I could.
Well, no. I was just curious because I know that Ninja also has
Yeah, see, that was another one.
a phone number that you can text him. But I know what his is about. At least I think. I don't know what Tony Hawk are those the only two you know of?
I think Jacob Sartorius might have one too.
Oh my god, dude!
Why do you know that?
I actually don't know why I know that. But I think I know that though. Actually, let me check.
I don't want these phone numbers.
I'll go on his Twitter.
So, from my understanding, Ninja, like a couple months ago, announced that at midnight or something, he was going to release his number and you could like text him. But from my I might be totally wrong, but from my understanding, like you text his number and it's not actually him. It's like an automated, like, hey, this is Ninja. Thanks for being a supporter. Be sure to like, I don't know, like I think it's supposed to be sort of interactive, but I think it's more of just like a promotional thing to like get him to get people to like follow you and shit. But I don't necessarily know.
Jacob Sartorius has a number.
Okay. Do you want to text it?
703-783-4093.
Text it.
I don't know if I want to text Jacob Sartorius.
No, just text it. You'll probably get an automated response. I think that's how they all work.
We'll see. Sup, Jake? 703. What was the number? 703.
Can't you just click on the number?
No.
Oh.
Hi,
What?
it's Jacob. Oh my
God.
Wait, what did he
Kyle.
respond?
Okay, he sent me a link for something. I don't know what it is. Hi, it's Jacob. Black heart. Don't break my heart. Click the link and add yourself to my phone so I can talk to you. Heart eyes emoji. Prayer emoji. That's
really
about what I
nice.
expected.
There we go. Throw it up.
I don't know if I want to click on this link.
Dude, don't click on the link.
No,
not gonna
you
click
could get
All right,
out
I'm
of
gonna
his
text.
contact.
I'm gonna text Tony Hawk.
Okay.
I gotta find Tony Hawk's number.
I guarantee it's gonna be like the same shit. Like
Yeah, but maybe he wouldn't say it in that way. He wouldn't do that. Tony Hawk.
Don't you text Tony Hawk? Hey,
Text
it's Rob Deerdeck.
760. I'm pretty sure Tony Hawk probably has Rob Deerdeck's number. What's up, Tony? Big fan.
that it?
Yeah, what else should I say?
No, that's okay.
That's it.
Because
less is more.
It's not gonna be him. Now we'll wait. Maybe we'll get a response. Maybe we'll have to wait a little bit.
What up? It's Tony. This is just an auto text to let. See, he's just being honest.
Yeah.
This is just an auto text to let you know I got your message, but everything else will be from me going forward. Please click the link and add yourself to my phone so I can respond to you.
He says it'll be
That
him going
seems a
He
lot
forward.
says it'll be him.
That seemed a lot more genuine than Jacob.
So
Yeah, and it wasn't as creepy.
Anything else about?
No, I was just wondering if you guys knew anything more else about it.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, I think maybe if you get added to their contacts list, maybe they actually do text some people and just. I think it's more to like show that you care about your fans and like try and interact with them.
Yeah, but think about Ninja or Jacob Sartorius. Like Tony Hawk might be able to respond to everybody, but like Jacob Sartorius and Ninja, there's no chance they're responding to
Yeah,
everyone.
no, I mean, I bet Ninja probably picks like 2 out of every 100,000 he gets and says like, "Hey, thanks for supporting me," or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and it's just like that's not that cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Like I want to have a full conversation with Tony Hawk. That's what I want.
yeah, everybody does though.
I know, but like, why can't I do it? You know?
Yeah, I mean, if you got famous, just become a famous skater, dude.
Yeah,
It's not that hard.
might be a little late for that.
Yeah. You know what's
I
weird
can't
is that
skate.
I'm someone who believes that anybody can do anything they want if they're like willing to put in the time and
I'm
like.
not
and-
that person.
Okay. Well, I am. But what's weird is like there are times though when if you get to a certain age, there's just like you just can't do it anymore. Like if you're 50 years old and you want to be in the NBA, like
it's not happening.
it's just, even if you put in like 8 hours a day, just doing like Kyrie ball handling drills at 50 years old. I mean, maybe there'll be a day when somebody changes that.
There's no.
But I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
It just kind of sucks, you know?
Or like if I just started playing baseball again, even though I haven't played in 3 years,
Yeah.
if I just worked so hard, I don't think I'd be able to make
I think
it.
at this age, I mean, I think it's possible. It's very unlikely, but I don't think it's impossible.
Yeah, I think it's impossible.
I don't know. I think if you have like the physical like if your body physically can go through the toll, I think then it's like, then what's stopping it?
I mean, I'm 5'10".
Yeah, but there's lots of 5'10" and shorter baseball players.
Altuve.
Yeah. So, you know.
I think I just don't want to work that hard.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Anyways, Shim, one thing I have a couple other things, but one thing I wanted to ask about you is I was working with my dad this morning, which I'll talk about later because that was interesting in and of itself. But I was like thinking about the podcast and what we're going to do today, how Shim's going to come over and he's going to be on it, and if there's anything I wanted to ask him. And I was thinking, we talked about before how Kyle always calls you Jordan and I always usually call you Shim. But then I was remembering how, like, growing up, when we were younger, I didn't really call you Shim yet, but all your brothers, your older brother's friends would call him Shim.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's why we started calling you Shim. And now your younger brother, don't his friends call him Shim? Do they call him Shim or do they call him Kyle?
I think some of them call him Shim.
Okay. So I was thinking, like, this is a family legacy of, like, the Shim name as, like, a first name. So
you could name your son Shim Shim.
Shim Sham Shim. Shim.
Middle name Sham?
Shim Sham. Shim Sham.
Or, like,
Shim dash Sham.
Shim Sham? Shim Sham Shim. Yeah. No.
Chimpan Shim. Shimpan Shim. Shimpan Shim.
That would be good.
Shimpan Shim.
But I was thinking about that.
But
then I was also thinking, like, it's kind of confusing because if someone was to come over and was, like, kind of close friends with all your siblings, they could say, hey, Shim. And it's like, who are they referring to? Because nobody calls no one calls me Farrar, but let's say they did. No one calls my sister Farrar. So if someone says, hey, Farrar, it's going to know it's me. How do you differentiate between which Shim is which Shim?
Probably whoever they're looking at.
What if I just yell, hey, Shim?
Yeah,
no one's going to respond, I think.
No, yeah. Wait. That's not a good question.
If
that's a very good
But if it's
question.
me that says it, Jordan
Obviously,
would
I'm
respond.
gonna
But you could be
respond.
talking to Ryan or
Okay,
to
but
Kyle.
I would never call Ryan or Kyle that, though.
But you might.
I don't even call Jordan that. All right, I'm a bad example.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like,
Someone that's
I'm
friends with
homies
all
with,
of them.
Ryan.
You're not, though.
And I'm homies with Kyle.
Also not.
For everybody listening, Shim has two brothers. Both of them don't like me that much. No, I don't think it's that they don't like me. I just think it's that they have no reason to like
Kyle
me.
is just not very talkative to anyone but his friends.
Yeah.
And-
No, I get it.
I think Ryan doesn't hate you now, but Ryan used to hate
He did
you.
hate you. There was a point where he hated you.
Yeah.
For good reason.
No, but I'm just saying, like, if I was homies, if I was like a family friend and I'm really close, there's got to be a way to differentiate between you three. You can't all just. It's like that guy who had like 6 kids and named them all Ryan or something.
Okay.
I have a simple
There's
first name. You can call
Yeah,
them the
first
first
name.
Yeah, but
there's a Ryan. Some of Ryan's friends will jokingly call Ryan Little Shim and me Big Shim.
Oh.
just to piss Ryan off.
big, like girthy,
like big.
buff.
Like I'm bigger than Ryan, like buffer than Ryan.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's got a bigger cock?
I don't know.
Yeah, you guys
I've
ever-
never.
never
I haven't seen him. I can't remember seeing Ryan naked. That's how young I was. So
That's probably
Wow.
that's
That's
a
a
good
good
thing,
thing.
right?
That's a good
Yeah.
Yeah, no one wants to see their brother.
No.
I mean, we don't have brothers, so we don't know.
I think I can assume I wouldn't want to see my brother, yeah.
I don't want to see, like,
I don't.
just to know, like, who's got it bigger, you know?
Dude, no. What?
I would want to know where I can assert my dominance.
But what if it's not you? Then you,
Yeah.
then you wish you didn't know that.
Then, like, I can strategize to assert my dominance in other ways.
Like what?
How
How would you assert your dominance
like
over
intelligence or
Yeah, but-
wittiness, which I don't have a lot of,
or
or
intelligence?
like strength, but if I thought that I had like cock size on him and I was trying to be sassy, then he goes, "Oh yeah, well," and then he pulls down his pants and then he's like shows me
But
up.
that's not what brothers do. That's what like weirdos do.
Have you guys seen Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
I have not.
Because there's these two twins that are like, like I'm pretty sure they fuck each other in the show.
Are they like two guys?
So
Yeah,
incest?
yeah.
Oh.
So that would be you and your brother.
I don't know. I was just curious. I when I was thinking about this, I was working with my dad, and I was just like, there's some confusion there that needs to be sorted out in the Shim household.
Yeah.
Now, maybe it's not as big of an issue as I was thinking in my head, but it sounds like an issue.
Did your dad get called Shim?
I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe he got called Jimmy because James.
Jimmy Shimmy.
Your dad is just not a Jimmy.
Jim Shim.
Before we hop into the segments, I got two things to talk about.
Whoa.
One, so my dad does construction, and I went and worked with him this morning just for a few hours to help him out on this job. And when we were at Home Depot, which is like his favorite place. He's been there a lot.
It's my sister's
Like-
favorite place, dude. She loves the smell of like freshly cut wood.
Your sister?
I was on the phone with her today, and she was talking about Home Depot.
That's really random.
Yeah, she like anytime my mom or dad went to Home Depot, she just like tagged along so she could smell the wood.
I mean, I like the smell of wood, not that much, but
She does.
yeah. So they know him on a first name basis. Like he's like one of their most valued customers, I think. And anyways, we buy a bunch of shit. We're walking out, and this other guy that you can just tell who's a construction guy by like how they walk and what they wear. And this one guy that was like around the same age had like overalls or something on, and he's walking by, and we were loading stuff into my dad's truck, but it was like undercover because it was raining pretty hard and it couldn't get wet. And this guy just goes, "Man, why the fuck does it gotta rain on sheetrock day, man? What the fuck?" And like it was, and he was like literally just like in passing as he was talking to us, and I was like, "What?" And my dad's like, "Oh, if you're doing sheetrock, like you can't let it get wet, which is why we're undercover." And he's like, "Oh yeah, it's just like a joke or like a known thing around construction guys." But this guy was just one of those construction guys that talks to everybody. He's like, "Man, what the fuck you got to rain on sheetrock day? What the fuck?" And I don't know. I just thought it was really funny because I don't know. Like I feel like every industry probably has their own little inside joke things or like little things that everybody knows.
Yeah.
And that was the first construction one that I learned today. You know?
Yeah, when I worked in my mom's office, she's a civil engineer, and like just hearing the things they joke about, I didn't find funny at all. Like I can't even think of what they were. But it's just like, oh, the angle on that sidewalk is a subdivided blah blah blah. And they're just like all start laughing, and I'm like, this isn't funny.
Yeah. Is there any like that in fitness, Shim? Like I feel like there's crappy people that would be like, "Oh my God, look at his form on his bench press.
Yeah.
He's not hitting
Or
that 90-degree."
The thing you posted on your story the other day about the guys that do the leg press like 500
Yeah,
pounds.
there's like people, especially with
There's
like
certain types of
I don't
people.
know. There's just certain types of people, especially Now, I'm not saying you can't wear a stringer to the gym, but if you wear a stringer to the gym and say, I don't know, you're not like 150.
What?
What?
Like if you're not jacked or if you're not like pretty.
If you're not, wait, what am I trying to say?
I don't know.
If you're wearing a stringer and you're like under 150 pounds, you shouldn't be wearing a stringer. But the same guys that are wearing a stringer under 150 pounds also have the gallon with the BCAAs in it and the pre-workout, and they also have the knee pads because they're leg press. They're trying to leg press too much, and
what does that even do? Those knee things?
it's like you can
Just helps your knees.
can put more weight on, and your knees can take.
It's kind of cheating.
And they won't give out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was actually gonna ask you about that because it was like a meme, right? It was like, oh, the starter kit for like these type of people at the gym. But I never realized until I saw that meme. But then after I saw it, I made the connection that there's sometimes these guys at the gym that are like really big, like they're there all the time, clearly lift a lot. But I've never once seen these certain guys ever like squat.
Yeah.
How come certain guys that are huge just avoid squatting? It's just like they just don't like it.
It's probably too much effort for them. I don't know, dude. I really just do not know.
I mean, I get like to me, squatting definitely takes the most effort and like
Yeah, like a deadlift or a squat will make me sweat the most.
yeah, and there's like a lot of form and like focus involved. Whereas maybe these guys like don't care about their squat form. They just
They
want
just
to
care
like
about how they look in their strength.
they just want to lift a lot of weight. so they
Definitely,
just-
there's definitely that in the fitness industry.
yeah.
There's there's the people who think they are like lifting a lot of weight and doing really cool shit in the gym, but their form is off, or they're pretty much gonna hurt themselves.
Yeah.
And there's also those people who who like come up and correct you in the gym,
Yeah.
and it's just I don't know, dude. There's a lot of just
Like,
bad etiquette in
Yeah.
the gym that we make fun of.
Do you feel like are you at a point in like the fitness world where you can, if you just look at someone doing a certain lift, can you just tell like, all right, that person knows what they're doing and they're like smart, or like this person is trying to look like they're strong but they don't know what they're doing?
Yeah.
You can just tell right away.
Yeah, I feel like I'm pretty confident with that now, especially being around trainers and talking with them.
I feel like a lot of people will like try and lift a lot of weight and maybe they can do it and they feel it's like an ego thing where they feel like they look cool or that they're really strong, but they're like struggling to do it or they're like horrible form or whatever.
Yeah.
And then
they're about
like
to break themselves.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, last thing before we move on to the segments here. So I was doing construction with my dad, like I said, and on the way to this house that he's working on, he told me, this is just going to blow your mind. He's rebuilding this house for this family because their house burned down.
Damn.
And the way that their house burned down, there was like an investigation or whatever to like find what started the fire. It was the sun went through the window, hit a magnifying glass, went through the magnifying glass onto a piece of paper, and was there for so long that it caught the paper on fire
That's
and
the
burned
most
the house down.
Unlucky thing ever,
Right?
dude.
And they're in like a very shady neighborhood.
Wait, magnifying? They just had a magnifying glass like sitting somewhere.
Yeah, like on like in the dad's office. Like my dad has a magnifying glass for whatever reason, just kind of sitting in like a jar.
Damn.
Never uses it. It just like sits there kind of. But there's like trees everywhere and their house is in the shade most of the day. So my dad was like, the odds of that happening, it had to have been
Probably a certain time of
literally
year.
the perfect time of year, the perfect like tiny percent chance, and the sun went through all the leaves, had the perfect angle,
Dude.
and
That-
caught their house on fire.
That makes me think. I've always wondered this. How do people or like detectives or firefighters or whatever figure out how a fire started?
Oh, you can look at probably like.
Everything is burned. Everything.
Yeah, but I mean, you can test certain things. Like you can test if there's like gas or if there's like I don't know. There's like different ways you can study burn patterns.
Yeah, I'm sure there's literally pros at it that can like
Yeah.
probably figure it out without that much difficulty, I would assume.
They can also
I think
study
it's
smoke.
crazy too,
I
but
think
People
it's
study like
just-
smoke too, the way the smoke comes up and what it looks like.
you know what's so fucking crazy to me is that like it's so scary also. Like if there's an electrical fire, or is that the type of fire where you can't throw water on it? I think an
Oh.
electrical fire, if you put water on it, it makes it worse.
What?
Yeah.
And I'm like, how the fuck am I like
Or
if
like
I'm
if your car's on fire, you're not supposed to pour water on it or something.
yeah, and if I'm like freaking out, if I'm in the moment and
I
I'm
would throw
scared
water.
and there's a fire, my first instinct is just throw water on it. But what if it's an electrical fire and then I just fucking electrocute myself?
Yeah, and another thing is like if someone's getting electrocuted, like if they grab into an electric fence and they can't let go, you're like not supposed to touch them.
Yeah, you just let them get electrocuted.
It's like my friend's getting electrocuted and I want to like try to get him
Maybe
off.
you just throw a rock at them.
throw like some pebbles.
I think you're supposed to get some sort of maybe like put your arm in your sleeve and like grab him.
Oh.
No, I'd probably just throw a rock at their hand and then they go, "Pff," and then
You could kick their
You wouldn't
arm.
have good enough accuracy.
No, they're
for that.
grabbing on though. They're like grabbing on because they're stuck and they're like clenching, grabbing on to the
Oh.
fence.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you do
get
it.
a big rock
Oh,
and throw it at their face.
Just slice their arm off.
Yeah. I don't know. So I just thought that was super interesting, and I just wanted to bring it up. That's got to be one of the most unlucky things that could happen in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
but they
No.
should go buy a lottery ticket because that's like so unlucky that you have good luck. You know?
Yeah. Do you think that is more unlucky than like driving on a road and then dying by a tree falling and crashing as you drive underneath it and smashing
Yes,
you?
that is. Yeah.
Probably.
Wait,
yeah.
which one's more
The
unlucky?
magnifying glass is way more unlucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't think of a lot more things more unlucky than that.
Yeah, that's
losing
pretty
all
bad.
of your life possessions, including your home, because
Yeah.
of a magnifying glass.
Dude.
And the sun.
The sun somehow got through the shade.
Yeah. I feel like most times when a fire starts, there's like someone probably did something wrong, you know? But that one, it's like you didn't even do anything wrong.
Yeah. I wonder if that guy felt bad. Like, would you feel bad if it was your magnifying glass? I mean, there'd be an announcement that's like, this is my fault, technically. But that's just the worst luck ever.
The fire department comes up. Yeah, so the fire started from some guy with a magnifying glass, and
Gerald!
The father's just like, oh no.
They just like, sorry, bro, we're gonna have to take you in. They just like handcuff you because you lit your house down with a magnifying
What's
glass.
crazy is if he had just angled it a little differently
Yeah,
when he put it back.
Maybe if he just put it in his drawer instead of leaving it out on his desk.
God. So it is completely his fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, screw that.
So
guy.
there you go. Put your magnifying glasses
Yeah.
in drawers.
There you go. You learn something new every day, and every one of these episodes, you learn an important life lesson.
Let's move into the segments.
All right, Kyle, who is your new kid of the week?
Well, I've got a couple. I've got Gradient, which is that app where it tells you who you look like. John and I posted some on the pin story.
Is that owned by Russians as well?
It could be, yeah. They have our pictures now. Not that I care. It's like, what are you gonna do with my picture?
Yeah.
I got Melissa McCarthy.
Wait, do you want to explain it for people who maybe don't know?
Yeah, you just put a picture of yourself in it, and it tells you who you look like a celebrity that you look like.
But it's not very accurate.
Not accurate at all. John got Eddie Murphy. And if you're watching, you can clearly tell John is white. So,
But like,
maybe he was a weird shadow.
I think like the little lazy eye or like the saggy eye is the only thing that I could notice.
Yeah, but in a weird way though, if you were black, you would kind of look like Eddie Murphy.
That's what I'm saying. Like I actually maybe could see it.
Yeah. Although I got Melissa McCarthy, so I don't know. I don't think I look much like her. John also got Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah, which I don't think those two are that close.
And I got a different black guy too. I got some Brazilian soccer player. So.
Yeah. So I don't know. Everybody was using the app. It was just kind of. I feel like that's an app that's very quickly going to die. Like it was popular for literally one day.
You see what celebrity looks like you, and then you're like, oh, all
You
right,
just get
I
off.
don't need this app anymore.
I'm gonna do a picture of Jordan really quick and just see what Jordan is.
You got to get a good pic though.
Jackie Chan. I mean, I don't have a
Also-
lot of pictures of you, honestly. Oops.
Shim, the other day I made a post on Instagram about you, Shim, and for the last picture, I was trying to get a picture. I was going through every photo I own to get a picture of you and me together. We have one, and it's we don't have any photos together, dude.
Wow. We
It's
gotta,
a-
get more, we gotta get more pics together.
I know. We need to get more bro pics, dude. What did he get?
Jordan got Lil Xan.
What?
It's also the worst picture of Jordan ever.
What pic is that?
It's him when you're drunk in Mexico and you said, someone stopped me. You got Lil Xan. Let's reload it again. Some Asian lady.
Yeah, dude, why is it cut off? I can't.
Oh,
see
you
the
got
name.
Lil Wayne.
Oh, screenshot that. We're done. We're
Wait,
done.
wait,
Stop
wait,
right there. We're done.
I mean, no.
Not
but-
in the
F,
slightest.
baby.
Not in the
And
slightest.
the F is for freaking good looking.
Okay. Well, I got another one.
Okay.
My new kid is the Barney movie.
Whoa.
So apparently they're gonna be making
You mean the Breaking Bad movie?
no. That was very good. Have you seen it yet?
No, you want to watch together?
We already watched
we
it.
already watched it.
God, fuck you guys.
You're late to the party, bro.
I told John we should wait for
We
you.
can watch the Barney
Johnson.
movie together.
Well, that's not coming out yet, but it's being made by the guy from Get Out,
Oh,
like the main character.
Jordan
No,
Peele.
the main character.
He's making it.
Yeah, he's like the producer.
Oh,
And he's got a couple quotes here. I guess he was a Barney fan or something. And he says Barney is a ubiquitous figure in many of our childhoods. Then he disappeared into the shadows, left
For a
misunderstood.
good reason.
Yeah. We're excited to explore this compelling modern day hero and see if his message of I love you, you love me can stand the test of time. Also,
whoa.
and it's some company is like backing this, and they're also making a Hot Wheels movie, Masters of the Universe, and Barbie, which has Margot Robbie and Greta Gerwig
Okay,
and
no.
Noah Baumbach attached to it.
I won't be
Margot
watching
Robbie?
Margot Robbie
any
could
of
be
these.
Barbie.
Dude, she's gonna be the most bangable Barbie ever,
I
dude.
feel like if
Okay,
anyone,
no,
she looks
no.
like Barbie kind of.
Would you rather have like an actual blonde as a Barbie?
Isn't she blonde?
She is blonde.
Oh,
If I had
thought she
Margot
was
Robbie
brunette.
as a Barbie,
I thought
I'd
she
be
was
doing
brunette.
things.
what?
Who's gonna play Ken?
I don't know.
Channing Tatum, Zac Efron.
Zac Efron's
Zac
pretty
Efron.
hot.
It would probably be Ken. Yeah.
Dude, how hot would their kids
Margot
be?
Robbie and Zac
Zac
Efron.
Efron. Oh my god.
He's just kind of short. That's not a problem.
Shut up. You're kind of short.
You're shorter than me.
Nuh-uh.
John, what's your new kid?
All right, my new kid is Kylie Jenner.
Yeah.
Apparently released a song.
I didn't hear it, but
I haven't listened to it, and I have no desire to listen to it, except I've seen a bunch of people shitting on it that she's terrible at singing, but then I've seen like this other community of like the fangirls that are saying that it's amazing and they've had it on repeat. Now, I'm never gonna listen to this song.
Not either.
I just know that there's no type of song she could release that I would ever like. That's just not my style of music.
Yeah.
But
I don't even know what style of music it is.
exactly. But listen, like
It's not my style.
she's getting shit on now, regardless of whether or not it's good. It's probably better than any song I could ever make.
Also, it went viral because of it was bad apparently, and it's getting a ton of views and listens. So she's probably making a bunch of money off of it.
yeah.
Anyways.
So I mean, good
Who
for
cares?
her. And like
Not that she
people
needs
say
my
it's
money.
terrible. It's probably not that good if I had to guess. But the thing is, it's probably better than most songs that any of the people talking shit could make.
Yeah,
Because I've learned trying to make a song is very hard.
it's true.
So,
But Travis probably did 99% of the work. Kylie probably got
Aren't
in
they
there.
not together though?
Wait.
I think they're
Yeah.
separated, but who
And she
gives
saw
a shit?
Tyga, just different rappers.
Wait,
Yeah.
she's back with Tyga?
I don't know. She was at a studio or something.
Oh, no, I saw that on the internet. I saw something about that.
Yeah, she
and then
claims
Tyga
that she was-
posted Cap on his story. So
Yeah.
because she's like, no, it was just we weren't doing anything, and they posted Cap. So.
She claimed that she was driving around her friends to drop them off, but it was like 3 a.m. and she has like little kids.
yeah, it's like you're a mom at 3 a.m.
So people were like,
what are you doing?
really? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so shout out to her. But anyways, who's going to the principal's office this week, Kyle?
I have a couple. One is India. There's a college in India that's making students wear cardboard boxes on the side on their heads to like
What?
during exams to stop cheating.
They wear cardboard boxes
Yeah,
on their head?
yeah. They have
Like
boxes on there.
blinders?
Yeah, like blinders kind of.
What the fuck?
You know, in America, we just put folders up on our
Yeah, we
desks.
used to have to do that. That makes more sense.
We
but-
just put a box on our head.
I guess maybe they had a big cheating problem. There's just a bunch of kids with boxes on their heads, different types of
it
boxes.
just seems,
It's like a BYOB, bring your own box to the test. You have to come up with a number 2 pencil in a box.
there seems like better alternatives because
I
that's
agree.
like you put the box on, that's dark, you know? Like how you gonna see
Well, there's a
anything?
hole in the front, so you can see your test. It's like
Oh, you got
blind-
like a visor.
I mean, you don't just actually have a box on your head. You have an opening so you can read your test. They don't just put a box on their test.
They literally had boxes all just over their entire head.
yeah, but they have an opening probably in the front,
I
or
didn't
they're
see
looking under. I don't know.
I think they're looking like down,
well,
but that just seems pretty hard.
it seems a little necessary. The other one is the guy at the Lady Gaga concert that just like broke his leg on stage and slammed her on the ground. If you guys haven't seen the video, look up Lady Gaga falls off stage. Really funny.
Yeah. So what happened? So she invited this big guy up on stage.
Some guy, yeah. She invited
apparently a
some guy,
diehard fan.
some big dude at a Lady Gaga concert, which is I don't know, whatever. But she like jumps on him, and he's like jumping up and down with her, and then he's on the edge of the stage, and it's like a 7-foot drop, and his knee just explodes, like collapses, and he falls off the stage. All his weight just slams her down.
And it's like a big, it's a big drop.
Yeah, and it's like a big dude too.
What I don't understand is why was there no like security or people like like guiding him towards the middle of the stage? Because why was he allowed to pick her up near the edge? Like
It's her concert.
yeah, but it seems like somebody's fault. Like it because once he
They should have like had spotters. Like
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if you're holding Lady Gaga, your sense of direction goes out the window. You know, like if I was holding her and my hands were on those cheeks.
Yeah, but your knee, when your knee collapses, like it just happens, you know.
Yeah.
It's just when your knee was about to explode.
Just don't wait that much.
I guess the moral of the story is like word of advice: if you're gonna go to a concert and get pulled up on stage, like be stronger.
Or wear a knee brace.
Bring knee braces to concerts.
Maybe next time she's on tour, that guy will come back and she'll invite him up and he'll have like an ACL brace.
It's in like a wheelchair. Oh man.
Yeah. All right. Well, going to the principal's office for me is Ohio State
Okay.
or whoever coordinates their pregame wagon.
No, it's Oklahoma.
God.
Oklahoma. Sorry about that. You are on fire with the voice cracks.
Oh.
Oklahoma and their wagon.
Yeah.
If you guys didn't know or didn't see, if you're not like super into sports or football, you probably didn't see it. But before the game, Oklahoma had like it's like an Oregon Trail wagon thing. I don't know what you call those.
Pioneer wagon. I mean, they're the Sooners. I don't know what a Sooner really is, but it's something in a wagon, I would assume.
Yeah, and so it's being carried by like horses, and the horses just make a quick turn, and the wagon just topples over, and people go flying out of it.
One person slammed on the ground.
Yeah, dude. One person like probably got a concussion.
Yeah.
Probably no
The
serious
horses kept
injuries.
going, too.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just thought that was pretty funny. But our last segment here.
Principal's office for me.
Oh yeah. What do you have?
I just thought of it.
Okay.
It's McDonald's.
Okay.
Yeah, because they brought the McRib back.
Oh, why do they do that? every
And
year?
like, I get it.
Dude.
I get it. Like, my dad is a fan for some reason,
What?
but
I've never
it's
tried
not a good menu item.
I can't believe people order that.
It's really, it's not a rib.
I'd rather have that
It's-
over
it's
filet
not a
fish,
fucking
though.
rib.
Dude, but like if you go to McDonald's, there's so many better things to order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, even if you don't like McDonald's, you can go there and like get something where you don't like hate it. Like you can
Yeah.
get something that's eatable.
But
Edible.
the McRib?
Edible. Yeah. But yeah, the McRib is just not, it's
No.
barely food.
It's not rib.
What is it? What do you think is actually in the McDonald's McRib?
Mystery meat. All smashed together, probably.
Yeah.
Wait, what type of animal is like when you eat ribs? Can you eat
There's-
like different types
There's
of
beef
ribs?
There's pork ribs.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think chickens have ribs. So
They have
No, like,
wings.
I mean, I think in their body they probably have ribs.
No, chickens
I don't
have
think
wings.
they do.
They
I don't
don't
know.
Oh. Wow.
They have a breast and wings, and they have thighs.
Drumsticks.
Human
And
ribs.
drumsticks.
Yeah, you could have human ribs.
Did you guys ever eat human?
We've had this conversation. If it was acceptable and it was like something everyone did, I feel like I would try it. I'm down to try most things, like most food, except for the McRib.
I think it depends what type of person it was.
Would you
Like,
rather
maybe
eat McRibs every day or human?
McRib.
Or human one time?
Dude, Nick.
Oh, so I had to eat McRibs every day for the rest of my life, or
Just like take down a human as like
Yeah, you have to get the human.
do I have to eat the entire human
How about just like a dinner? Human dinner.
until I'm full?
Yeah.
So like an arm, maybe I could eat like an arm and then be full, probably.
I don't know, man.
Like
I
a
think you
calf.
might have to go for a glute, like a hamstring or quad.
That would be nice.
Calf.
Calf might be nice.
Maybe a calf.
Tender.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
No, but I would rather eat a human one day than eat a McRib every day.
Yeah.
Like it might hurt my psyche a
what
little
about
bit.
every day for a month?
Probably the McRib.
Yeah, the McRib.
we'll
I
do that
thought.
too. What about for a year? 1 year.
It depends what type of person it was. If they were like a serial
Me.
killer, no, I wouldn't eat you, Kyle.
What if I volunteered a part of my body to you? Like I said,
No.
you can have my left calf.
No, it'd have to be a bad person, I think.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, moving on to creative writing.
I don't have any. So
Shim, you been having any dreams? What do you dream about? We always talk about our dreams. You had any weird dreams recently, or like a dream that you can just recall right off the bat?
Yeah. Okay. I have a dream.
Okay.
okay.
It was, you know those dreams where like you like look up from your desk in the classroom and you kind of realize you have no pants on.
I've
It's
never
that-
had that dream.
It's that kind of dream.
I've had
Well,
those.
I don't really have the fear of that being in the classroom now, but for some reason I was in the gym with no pants on. And everything was going fine, but I was doing squats and
that's not
John. I think it was like I was just thinking of like John's thing when he was doing squats and his boxers ripped. And in my dream, I only had boxers on for some reason. I don't even wear boxers. I wear compression shorts, but I had boxers on in my dream. And I went down to do a squat, and it ripped open. So I had no pants on, so everyone could see everything down there.
They saw the hemorrhoids.
They saw the hemorrhoids down there, man. And then I woke up. All sweaty.
Dang.
What does this say about you?
He was thinking about my underwear.
Yeah.
I'm just.
I think George wishes he was there.
I'm really interested in John's underwear.
That's fair.
You know what'd be super interesting is like if it was normal to not wear clothes, and then one of the like you know how in the gym sometimes people will be doing back squats and they'll sit down till they're on the bench and then sit back up.
Oh yeah.
Well, what if like
I don't like where you're going.
I don't like where he's going either.
So what if like no one wearing clothes, and so like one of the exercises or a way to like judge how far you've gone down, like you know how you say like
I think I know where you're going with this.
it's like you have to hit 90 degrees on your squat, but instead you have to squat and your nutsack has to touch the ground.
Oh my!
How you'd have to go.
But
really
how
low.
do girls judge? How do girls have a reference point?
No, there's this like yeah, I don't know.
They could tape some on or something.
They could just
So like and like if your balls are less droopy that day, it's like too bad. You got to get it down even further. But if you got really droopy balls,
Yeah, but I don't think I could even get down that far.
I mean,
I would be completely sitting on the ground.
I think you could do it with some practice.
I don't know.
I don't know
Not
either.
something I'm ever gonna practice. So,
Yeah. So I don't know, just a thought.
well, that was an interesting thought. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, no problem. Anyways, one of my recent dreams, I don't know what the deal was, but it was a lot about race. Like
Whoa.
I was going fishing, and I was with like a bunch of black people, and then me, and we were fishing together, and like my partner was the guy from That's So Raven that went crazy.
Orlando Brown.
Yeah, that guy was like my partner,
That
and we were
sucks.
fishing.
That guy would probably eat the fish like out of the water.
And they kept catching everyone out. There was probably like 8 people, and they all kept catching fish, and I couldn't catch any fish. And then they just started yelling at me that I wasn't black.
That's it.
Yeah, I just remember Orlando started yelling at me like, "Dude, you're not fucking black." And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "I know. I just want to go fishing." And they're like, "Dude, you're not black." And I'm like, "Okay." And then all of them started yelling, telling me I wasn't black. And then
Technically, they're not wrong.
no, I know. I mean,
So-
I don't know, but I don't know what that had to do with fishing. But yeah,
I think it might have been just more of a general thing. They were just pointing something out, like, "Dude, you're not black."
yeah. No, but I think they were like,
Oh, you're
mad
bad at
that
fishing.
I'm bad at fit. Yeah, like, dude, you can't catch a fish. Like, you're not black. Like,
Maybe the fish are racist.
I don't know.
I think the fish might be racist.
So,
Something to think about.
something to think about. This episode has been a disaster,
Oh,
but it's been pretty
Yeah.
good.
yeah, I would say so. I don't know
was-
why Tony Hawk was so funny.
a lot of stuff was talked about, but I don't know, the transitions and the elaboration wasn't great.
Yeah, like we touched a lot of subjects, but this was probably one of our poorest jobs of like successfully, smoothly moving from one subject to another.
I would say that's not one of our strengths.
No, it's not, but
What are
it
you
could have
gonna
been better.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah. Anyways, I had fun. Did you guys have fun?
Yeah, I had fun.
I had fun.
All right. Before we wrap
I'm
it
glad
up,
you had fun.
I had fun.
No,
Before- yeah, I know.
okay.
Before we wrap it up, Shim, do you have a fun fact?
A fun fact.
Yeah, just anything.
It doesn't have to be fun. Do you have
do
any facts?
do you have a fact? You
When
can't
you
think.
when you stand up straight, like not sit up straight, like when you stand,
Okay.
your natural toe position is 5 degrees outward.
Whoa.
So
What if I'm
Yeah, but
pigeon-toed?
But some people have
No.
like feet that so
that's
those
not
people that walk like this.
being pigeon toed isn't natural.
Oh.
That's why your knees or ankles would hurt because you're pigeon-toed. You
Dude,
fix
there's
that.
people that walk like this though.
I know that's way too outward.
How do your
Oh.
feet like end up like that? Just walk normal.
So like if you were to measure your feet and they were 5 degrees out, like you have perfect.
Well, I mean,
feet.
it's just
But
like
how do you measure
a
that?
general rule is like neutral position or neutral standing position is 5 degrees outward.
Oh.
And so when you squat, that's why you always have a little bit of external rotation from the feet.
Wait, so when you squat, your feet should be a little more.
Your toes should be pointed a little outward.
Okay. Good to know.
Fun fact.
There you go, everybody. If you want to learn more
fun facts.
Wow, see, that was a good transition.
Yeah.
That was our only good transition of the podcast.
If you want to learn more fun facts about fitness or nutrition or lifting or getting
Or inspirational quotes.
mega swole,
Or just being a fucking savage.
be sure to follow Jordan's fitness account at jshimfit.
Yeah. Twitter, I'm not that active, but it's jshim23_ if you want.
There you go. Kyle, where can they follow you?
You can follow me on Instagram at Kyle Stafford36. You can also follow the podcast at Pim's Podcast on Instagram and Twitter if you float that way.
Kyle, you can't forget our biggest social media platform.
Also, you can follow us on TikTok, where we're going viral apparently.
Also,
So,
if you guys haven't, let's fucking review. I'm trying to see this 50 review video
Yeah.
that they're trying to release.
Leave a
So
review.
leave
That'd
a
be nice.
review.
let me check. John, where can they find you?
You can follow me at Hey Narwhal on Twitter and Instagram. You can also subscribe to my personal YouTube channel called The Narwhal. And I have this other YouTube channel where I do some movie and TV show related stuff.
Oh, yeah, when's that coming back?
I posted one like yesterday.
Oh,
Way to keep
I
up and
haven't-
subscribe.
Yeah, jeez.
I haven't been on YouTube in a while.
But yeah, I just posted the top 10 Netflix originals, movies, shows, documentaries, the best Netflix original stuff. So if any
Okay.
stuff like that interests you guys, you can check it out. All that stuff is linked down below. You can also support us on Patreon at patreon.com/PimsPodcast. If you guys want to support the show and get some extra content, you get access to the Discord. You get, what do they get? A personalized video shout out. There's
You can get a behind the scenes video. You can get a bloopers video.
you can get pictures of Kyle's
You
feet.
can get pictures of my feet if that's something you're into.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of stuff. What are we at? 45 reviews?
45 reviews.
Yeah.
So
So be sure to
5
leave
of
one.
you. Just be one of those people.
With all that being said, thank you all so much for listening to this episode. Be sure to check out some of our other episodes. We upload every single Monday and Thursday. And we'll see
Tell
you
your
guys
friends.
later. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.